I was talking to a few brand owners and one really big brand owner, and he would always have his face linked to the brand, but he never
Mm,
spoke to his audience.
right.
So, and at one stage with TikTok, I think that was a really good stepping stone. And not many people were doing that. They were just showing the products itself. And then it's like, hey, this is me wearing my own product potentially. Like,
Yeah.
and that was the next big thing, and people loved it. And now it's quickly changing and that dynamic shifting so rapidly, I reckon, where I, this is a big call, but I honestly reckon like brand pages, especially on TikTok, are just like dying. Like
Casper, I agree with you.
I had a really interesting conversation with this big kind of streetwear brand owner in Australia, and he was saying like he's not going to do it, and he will always post on his brand account, but he's honestly thinking that he's going to post 90% of upcoming content on his personal TikTok compared to his clothing brand
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. I agree with you, Casper. And I think, to be honest, it's been coming for a long time. And I believe it stems back to the fact that a lot of these brand pages look like store pages.
Mm,
And social media isn't, yes, people shop on Instagram, but
yeah,
Instagram users, for example, aren't built to shop, right?
for
The
sure.
platform isn't built as a shopping platform. The platform is built for entertainment and connectivity. And
Yeah.
so you see the difference between the brands that treat their pages as a store page versus those who decide to entertain, inspire, and educate. There is an
Mm,
integral difference between those two, and one of them is really getting alongside the platform and its objectives, and they're capturing people by doing so. And then the other one is, as you say, that's the one I believe is on the way out. And so the way that people are entertaining and connecting is one of those ways, like through their personal brands, because they're
for sure.
figuring out, well, I need to do more than just sell a product. And
Well, I
then,
think it's the familiarity aspect of it. I
yes,
would do in terms of I always like to bring it back because it's an online brand, but bring it to the real world and think of it like that. So I had another conversation where it's like if you were going into a shopping mall, yeah, and there's six streetwear brands, right, all selling very similar things: oversized hoodies, outerwear. It might be a new fleece jacket, whatever it ends up being. If you and a group of friends know that out of those six stores, one of them being the store owners is someone you know, you're probably going to visit that store first and you're more likely to support that store. And it's the same thing online. So it's like if there's six similar brands near you, locally, internationally, whatever it ends up being, but you're getting your face out there, people feel like they know you as a friend through your content. They're probably going to support your brand first if you're able to also develop your like product development and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's a really interesting way to look at it. And I think it's going to swing very quickly in the fashion industry in the next 6 months, 12 months. And you see it now. There's so many big brands that are probably killing it numbers wise and making heaps of money, but their brand page on say TikTok has like 5, 10K followers, but the owner on their personal TikTok has 300, 400K.